Alright, so I've chosen to do this one. I'm going to write this out on my board. I have a dry erase board that I bought specifically for this game, not for any other game. And, okay, so this is a way out. Good. Boss fight. I put these on the board so I know where to stay away from. I know you're probably thinking, why haven't you done the boss fights yet? Because you can't just go in there guns a-blazing. That's not how it is. That's not the whole concept. A lot of people think, oh, there's no harm that can come to me. I'm a badass. Well, maybe you shouldn't get your ego involved, dude. Stop thinking you're a badass and actually think about what you're about to do. Or better yet, maybe watch some videos. A lot of people think, oh, the bosses are not going to be hard. Dude, if you suffer from the fear that I suffer from, then you would try everything possible not to deal with it. So, but yeah, I have yet to even go through the bosses. I haven't even looked or even been close to any of those boss locations because I'm trying to avoid them. And from what I understand, especially with the Meg, if he sees you, that initiates the fight. Whereas the eel and the giant squid are underwater. The Meg is above water, eating a whale carcass. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh, okay, we got a wreck there. Looks like we get one all the way. Or no, that's a wreck. Oh, we got a wreck right there, it looks like. So, from the looks of what I saw of the map, this is supposed to be a really small fucking island. But that's okay. Yeah, there ain't nothing there. But I think I'm gonna go in that wreck and pick up whatever it is. Nothing. And for those who actually play this game, I did shut off the wildlife to hurt me. I put it on passive because I really do not want to fucking trigger anxiety more than I already do with this game. And it's not because I don't like sharks. I love sharks to death, don't get me wrong. But deep water and that shit, yeah, not so much. Oh, look how there's like a little puddle right here. I think we're gonna do it right here. This seems like a reasonable spot. We're gonna drop this shit off. But, yeah. I have a fear that involves of being terrified of deep water or any large any large body of water. And this doesn't matter. This also goes for pools as well. I don't really know how to swim that well, so it makes it even worse for me, but that's okay. It doesn't take my ability to have fun away. As long as I'm having fun, that's all that counts, right? So, I was wondering when I was going to see one of those again. Oh, glitch. Hello. But, yeah, so, I mean, I have seen multiple animals playing this game. I've seen about 2 or 3 whales, which is freaking awesome seeing that happen. I've seen hammerheads. I've seen tiger sharks. I have seen, what they call them, goblin sharks. But I have yet to see a great white. Which, from my understanding, from the video that I watched, the great white is basically the megalodon. Because they made the megalodon look like a wimpy shark. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Megalodon is supposed to be huge. Why the hell do you think it's called the Megalodon? Like, hello? Like, am I missing something? Like, apparently they are, because they don't know what a Megalodon looks like. They made it look like a regular old great white. Like, maybe you should research more? Something? Like, what the fuck? So, right now, I am gathering resources, as you could tell. Oh, PP. Sweet. Is there another one? Yeah. The yellow plants that I am picking, that I just picked, are called, I'm assuming that's what they're called. I could be wrong. I call them PP, but it could be Pi Pi or something, but it sounds like something PP to me. But, so those are your antidotes if you get poisoned by, fish and those star thingies. So, okay, so we're basically full on stuff, so we gotta go drop some stuff. And then we have individual rocks, like, just nowhere. Alright, so we're just gonna drop them off right here. Let me go get the other one. But, yeah, so that's basically what we're doing right now. It's just gathering resources, and we need to see what we all have, and this is what I do. I gather the resources that I need, and I lay them out and see what all I have. which most people don't really do. Which I mean, I'm not judging from how anybody plays the game or anything. It's just, if you think about it, when you gather the resources, as soon as you come into the game or on the island, after doing what you can, as soon as you land, I would recommend laying your shit out just like this. This way you know what you have to work with and how much rock and resources you have. But I wouldn't go all out using all the fucking rock because you'll need that to do other stuff in the game. These, what you just saw me cut down, you get fibrous leaves, bundles, whatever, and they help make rope. You can also get these, do the same thing. I like to use these as an emergency. I don't want to use them right off the bat unless I really, really have to. Like, say, my axe broke and I have no other way of making another axe. And that would also go for rocks. There should be a rock deposit here somewhere. A rock deposit is basically where you would have to craft a pickaxe or whatever, and it looks like we don't even have one on this island. What the fuck? So that means what? My cat's being vocal. I apologize. So if we ever get to the point of moving to a different island, I will show you what I mean by rock deposit. What? My cat does this every time I'm playing a video game. What? It's good to also make sure you have crab, but you also take into initiative, you also have rations. I will show you. So you come to your raft. There's a little storage thingy right here. Open that, and there's 3 ration cans, a compass, and a bandage. If I were you, I would not eat that as soon as you fucking get to the island, because you come to the island still full on food and water. I would use those if it's in a case of you dying, basically. And how you know you're about to die is you'll start hearing the music, the drums, the congas, whatever the hell they are. That is when you know that you're basically in dire need of food and water. And this goes for both food and water, not just food. But yeah. But yeah. No, this island does not have that many, like... Oh, there's one right there. So, it looks like I might have to cut one of those things down. I need to make sure I have another one on here, but I'm gonna get some crab here. Yeah, crab is your other source of food. It's probably better that you use the crab that you kill instead of using the rations. And you can also go fishing too in this game. You just have to do it out in the ocean. So, also keep in mind these purple things, those can poison you, so stay away from them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Looks like we got one right here. One right here. Okay, cool. We have 3 of them. That's a good thing. That is a very good thing. So I think I'm gonna cut one of these down and leave the other 2 because I don't wanna use them all up because, I mean, A lot of people will say, oh, well, I need to build this and build this. You need to figure out your priorities before going all ham thinking what you need first. You need to realize that you have limited resources. And that VUCA tree, bush, whatever, won't grow back with new shit until 3 or 4 days later. So you also need to take an event of the first 2 or 3 days. You need to build a fire. You need to do all this shit, you know. So as you can see, I'm making a lot of this, and then I'm going to make my knife and my axe. So, okay, now I'm going to put this right here. Now we're going to put these right here too. So you only got one, and there's only two of these apparently, because I just used two to build my knife, and yeah. Alright, so now your next priority is to cut down one of these trees, and I'm going to cut down that big tall guy, because I like, the taller the tree, the more resources, wood and shit. The only bad thing is the palms are always the same, regardless of what tree you cut down. Keep that in mind. And also, the coconuts, I will give you advice on this. And I'm not saying it to be ignorant or anything, but you do not, regardless of how thirsty your character is, want to drink more than 2 in one sitting of coconut. Because it apparently causes your character to have diarrhea. And if everybody knows what happens when you get diarrhea, is it dehydrates you, which makes you even more thirsty than what you are. So my advice to you is not to drink more than 2 coconuts. Alright, so apparently we need 3. So I'm going to cut this tree down. I also need to make sure I have enough to build fires and kindle. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was still figuring out the mechanics and stuff. But one point in the game, a couple months ago, I started building a house, and the freaking house was pretty good. I had a good island that I sat it on, and I made it overlooking the ocean, because right where I had it set up was right where the sun would rise every morning. And I was like, why not have a house with I almost said a garage, with a porch that I can sit out on the porch and enjoy the sunrise in the morning? Why not? Like, that's beautiful. Yeah, I know you could probably enjoy it whenever, but, like, still think about it. Like, you're on an island. There ain't shit going on in the island. So why not just take in the fucking, stuff? I don't know. Okay, so now we got the thing. Now we should totally make fire. I am going to put one right in front. I want to put another one over here so we have light. Oh, we're going to put it over here. Okay. And we need kindle. So now I'm going to light the fire. And then we're also going to probably cut down another tree. We're going to cut down another tree so I can get more palms because I need to make a water well. That should be your priority when you first come to the island. You should gather the resources, make your knife, make your axe, do not touch the ration shit. Oh, cool. Okay, duct tape. Sweet. Okay, I'm putting the coconut in here. And don't worry, it's not going to float away. I am going to cut down another... Jesus, run. I'm going to cut down another tree so I can get palms to make a water well. And my cat's trying to get into my gift bag. She's like, no, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. So, I'm going to bring this over here. Hopefully that coconut went into the water. It did. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, this island was a little bit limited on the fibrous stuff. Again, like those little fibrous or those little palm trees that grow out the ground, those take about 2 or 3 days as well. Which sucks, but you know, shit happens. Alright, so I do need a that's what I'm gonna have to cut down another one of those fucking VUCA trees. Shit, I forgot. Yeah, that's another thing. Seeing as that you're only very limited with this stuff, you need to make sure, of course, you know, as I said, take in what is important in this game. But you need to have another lashing, because there's only one right here, and it takes 2 technically to build this fucking thing. Alright, so I think... Alright, we need cloth. Cloth and rocks. Alright, it's right here. Good. Okay, fine. You know what? Be a bitch. There we go. Put this right here. Alright, so we're gonna put the fiber sleeves. That's another thing you can put in there. You don't have to use palms to fill up the thing. It could be, you know, the palms like hold on, like these right here. You can use these to fill this up too, but these are very hard, especially it takes only 2 or 3 days, and this island is not that very, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I want to put the PP in there. That is very important. And these containers, you can put stuff in there. And you can also put stuff in your other container as well. The reason why I'm putting this stuff in there is because you never know. Yes, this is a car part, but we don't have a lot of stuff, and I should actually make spears. Did I ever make it that far? Yes, I did. Sweet. Okay, so, yeah, you can make spears. I like to make a couple, because you never know. Yeah, it's only me, but you can never be more sure than that. Alright, so how are we doing on water? Hey, we have a crab over there. Not that I need it. But, yeah, that's cool. Now, there has been a couple of times where I've seen huge shadows in the water. And I don't mean like these types of shadows. I mean a moving huge shadow. And a lot of people were saying it was a whale. I'm like, at night? I don't think they're that active at night. And honestly, this shadow did not have the same tail as a fucking whale. And I know what a whale looks like. So like every once in a while I'll come out here and try to look to see if I can see the shadow again. A lot of people won't do that. I remember when I played online mode on this game for the first time, and it was nighttime. Some idiot, and here's the thing, I'm a shark lover, okay? And any harm to any shark, I don't care if it's video game or not. Anybody who kills or whatever harms a shark, I don't like you. I don't like anybody. But like I understand it's a whole source of survival and stuff and you need the food and stuff like that. I understand that. I completely understand that. But do me a favor. Don't ever kill a shark in front of me. Just don't. That's just the worst thing you can do to in front of me. I don't like that. If you're gonna freaking complain and say, no, you're just a baby, I'm like, no. That's just, I'm setting my own priorities. There's nothing wrong with setting priorities. I will not go in the water at night, mind you. Because I can't see shit. And that makes me uncomfortable. Alright. I mean, we still have like a log back there. What? Also, another thing that I found out is you can actually refill your campfires with putting wood into the campfire. I found that out, I think it was like a couple months ago. See, I'm still figuring out the mechanics of this game, even though I've been playing since last year. Which is okay. What? My cat loves being vocal, and she's a Siamese, just so you know. Right, Vaughn? Alright, where are we at on the fire here? I'm going to refill them. What time is it, first of all? Okay, so we're close in the morning here. Okay. Oh, okay. I am going to sleep. And look at that. It is dawn, everybody. Let's extinguish this. It's going to be sunny here soon. Oh, wait, we need one more. Would you stop? Alright, so, since it's morning, I'm going to go cut down a little trees. These right here, and no other little trees. This way we have wood for the next couple of days, and we have enough to build fires if we need to build more fires. Usually everybody who plays this tries to rush themselves off the first island. And a lot of people that I've seen love to try to build a raft the very first time they land on the island. They don't worry about anything else but a fucking raft. And I understand the concept of, raft building and stuff. You want to get the fuck off the tree or the island. But you also got to take in perspective that not all resources is going to be open to you on console, not PlayStation or not computer. I'm not talking about computer, I'm talking about console. You have mods on the computer. Us console people don't. So, us people with consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, what have you, have to do it the simpler way, the more difficult way. And regardless if you've played this game several times, 100 times, whatever, you can't just fucking build a raft and then expect it to just do whatever it wants you to do, because that's not the concept. You need to make sure you have a rudder, you need to have an anchor, you need to have sails, and not to mention, you also would need a motor to propel the freaking boat. And in order for that to happen, you need to have the ports for the motor, and not to mention fuel for the motor. You have to have potatoes for the motor. Where's my motor? So yeah, it's not all fun and games. Yes, you're trying to play a game that you're trying to survive. I understand that. But you also gotta take in perspective that not everything is going to be opened up to you, and everything is going to work out your way. And what I like to do is, that's a lot of wood, before I'm about to leave an island or whatever, I try to make sure I have stuff set up to where I can come back and stock up or whatever. So that means I need to cut down another tree. But that's okay. We'll get there. But, yeah. Not everything is gonna work out the way you want it to work out. You gotta take it in strides. And as I keep saying to everybody, I'm no pro at this game at all. Like, at all. I'm not. But I've seen a lot of idiots in this game who think, oh, I'm a badass because I know how to survive. That's not the case. Get off your high horse and actually think about what would you do as soon as you got stranded somewhere. No water, no food, no resources. What would you do the very first time you land somewhere, or if you were stranded? My cat is being so annoying today. I may have to pause for a moment and go tend to her ass. But before I do, I'm gonna cut this bitch down. Because I do need palms, anyways. Actually, I'll be back. She's annoying the hell out of me.